From 16 Gadfly Avenue, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 18018. I saw the YouTube of 2 weeks ago's meeting, and I've left here for over a year just to let you all do your thing because you're very good at what you do. And the only times I've ever really talked to you is when a history lesson, believe it or not, needs to be taught or learned. And that seems to be an issue here when it comes to open debate. In matters that may be of more import than who is in fact the member of a zoning committee. We once had a colonial representation to decide the fate of the Declaration of Independence. And again, I don't mean to deride, I know your jobs are important, but think about the importance that they had when deciding the fates of African Americans, of immigrants of Irish and Italian descent, of Hispanics. These people were needed to decide whether America was going to become America before anybody came here to choose America as their home. And dating back to McCullough's book on Adams, it was quite evident that John Adams did not have the support of his representatives in order to pass what was singly the largest legislation ever in the United States history. In fact, without it, there would be no other legislation. So the question came to call that they finally got it, that they would discuss it, and they would have a vote as to whether to discuss, just merely discuss, the fact of having a vote on whether to talk about whether we could become our own country or not. And this was not done behind any door. This was not done. This was out in the open with people taking notes that we ultimately, the vote was turned. Let me just stop and an aside. There's a representative in Rhode Island, Judge Hopkins, who was later governor and then became representative. Stephen Hopkins said, there is no topic that I have ever seen that is too scary to even just talk about. If you're afraid to talk about something, then we have a problem with the issue itself. So they were able to finally convince the members of the congressional representation in 1775 to finally vote on the possibility of taking a vote for the livelihood, the life of America. We took a pledge earlier today, the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. I mean, without this open debate, there would be no America. I mean, Adams would have been shut down and there would not have been an America for which that we are grateful that our relatives can come and work here in America. The concept of open debate, the concept of the First Amendment, this is inherent in who we are and what we do, no matter what side of the political aisle we take, if it is whether we are to the right or to the left, and certainly if we are smart enough to take a position in the middle so that we can actually talk about things, that there are no winners and there are no losers, or in fact there are winners, there are losers, and everybody wins and loses in a conversation, and everybody wins and loses in there, because when you compromise, you're both going to win and lose. I was I saw the YouTube and I was surprised it hadn't gotten this far. Please, vote for open debate. Thank you, guys. I'm going to leave now, and I leave it in your all capable hands.